Step like Sierra. Okay, so we'll start here.
Have you seen 15, somewhere 16? You can find it on Google where them niggas had beat the shit out of Future and his security. Future ran out to LA club. Google Future was rushed in LA club. They was on him. That's why they was on him.
Talking about Trick from Detroit.
Nah, Trick from Detroit. So, that's broke, right? So all I know is, we always knew who owed somebody some money. So when we leave and we going to Atlanta, that story I tell Rich about when Big U saying, Wack, catch this flight with me, I want to show you something. And I'm going to turn this out to the 60s. They got a blood neighborhood around the corner. You could turn that out. And I said, nigga, you tripping. I went back to the airport and left. It was that trip. That was the trip. We on that red-eye Delta flight. Same one I used to always catch lunch junked off on. Right. So the nigga, when we come through, Big U he say, little bro, is that the nigga? I look. I said, that's up a shoulder, bitch. I said, hey, Future, come here. Let me holler at you. You know how when you first come through, when you grabbing your shit off the conveyor belt on the other side of security? Nigga, that nigga started trotting through that motherfucker. Lead a bitch.
Keep in mind, if he's doing side of security where your stuff goes through the conveyor belt, that means that Wack could constant Future in front of federal agents, which are TSA agents, and those are actually, in fact, federal agents.
I'm trotting right behind him. We on the Delta side, right? It ain't number one flight leaving that night going to Atlanta, right? All the other red eyes on American side. So the nigga breaks right and connect the plane, but it wasn't no plane. The nigga throws the phone. When I pick the phone up, it's another reason why Future ain't gonna say nothing, because I make the homie come on Clubhouse and tell the truth. He know. Right? I pick the phone up. He say, bro, I say, what's up? He say, what's the problem? I say, oh, the homie. He said, who? I tell him. He said, what he owe him? I said, this light ain't nothing but a dime, but he owe him. He played him. Nigga been ducking him. He say, Wack, my word, I sent it in the morning. Get me his wire. My word is on me. I got business with that nigga. Let him be.
So now you're including Birdman, Stunner into this indictment.
He said, let him be. I said, all right, you got that. I dropped the phone on the ground and walked back out. He sent Trigger's money the next day.
Have you seen Future since then?
I seen him twice in one of the red carpet event. Future ain't that type of dude. Right. It was just he old. Like back then, we really had a system, nigga. Like this when we called when Plies old Slate, and we caught that nigga out here. Nigga, we snatched that.
Mind you, now he's breaking down a conspiracy, because if you have a system to keep track of people who owe debts in the streets and then you run down on them, that is conspiracy, that is racketeering, that is money laundering, that is organized crime. Those are all federal crimes. And you just admitted to it.
Like back then, we really had a system, nigga. Like this when we called when Plies old Slate, and we caught that nigga out here. Nigga, we snatched that nigga off the stage mid-performance.
Which is assault and racketeering, and that is extortion.
Damn.
Like, nigga, it was, we had a nice run to where wasn't no bull.
Yeah, yeah. Hey, it's Trick.
Oh, nigga, we at the table. Ain't happening.
Right.
Yeah, when Plies.
You're a ganger. You have so much gang influence that you had Crips, despite the fact that you're a blood, you had insane Crips running up on K-Slay. So Birdman's a witness to this. You have gang ties and gang leadership, even though you're a blood with the Insanes. Got it. Okay. But let's take it to Future's artist and see what he had to say about this before we get to Wack's response.
What's the one thing? Start off this line, dog. What's the one thing? The singer, his baby mama. Bro, you know Sierra name, bro. Stop playing. Niggas is crazy, bro. Like, bro, and then it don't even sound realistic at all, though. Like, you telling me you ran down on Pluto and Sierra? Oh, you some bad mother. Oh, this nigga crazy. Yo.
Okay, so that's what Future's I was gonna leave chat. Nah, man. Wack is in the chat. And this is what Wack had to say about it, man. We'll get into what Wack had to say. Let me see. Boom.
And why did you say fuck him and Future? Why were you pressing Doe Boy on Clubhouse, and why did you say fuck him and Future? That was the highlight clip.
Well, see, that's what I'm saying. Once again, like
this is from 3 years ago.
My response is always all they see and all they hear. So
this all goes back to Future and you allegedly getting into an altercation at LAX. What was it?
Yeah, you know, I got content I could have showed. I just let it go.
So you have video. You have video of you committing a federal chat. Well, holy, ain't that what the guy said? Holy, this is bad. This is bad, Chad. Holy, you have video footage of you committing a federal crime?
Rockstar from Hip Hop Trends,
right,
calls me. I'm at home, bro. What up? Hey man, Doe Boy is coming to my room. You know, he's a rapper. You know, I want you to come in and, like, you know, build with him.
Right.
My first response is, who is that? I didn't know who he was. Respectfully.
Right.
He like, he one of Future's artists. I said, all right, cool. So when I come in the room, they talking about songs. I guess he had a project coming out. I chimed in. I asked him, you know, hey, you know, what's your stage name? I go to Spotify and look him up. I said, oh man, you got some pretty strong numbers. You know what I mean? So I'm listening to one of the songs, and he's like, hey man, let me ask you a question. I'm thinking we building on some music. Yo, what's up with you and Pluto? I'm like, me and who?
Right.
Because Rockstar didn't ask me to come build with, you know, some
Rockstar's a shit stirrer. He knew exactly what he was doing, don't you think?
I don't know, because I don't know the dude.
Right.
So, you know, I'm like, when he asked me again, you know, see, that's the problem. Dude, my son age. So why come from my era? When you ask me,
everybody know Rockstar shit started
about me and another man business, that's like a form of attempting to check a man. The nothing about me we got going on.
Right.
Now I didn't already got a call from one of my big brothers to leave that alone with Future.
Okay.
So I've been left it alone. I didn't talk about it. And I told him, I expressed that to him.
You got a call from Birdman, who now is going to get caught up in a federal indictment. Yeah, you got a call from Birdman, and now you're going to get caught up in a federal indictment because you, my friend, thought it was necessary to put Birdman into this case and put it all over the internet. That is now in a federal indictment.
Hey, bro, listen, I don't even want to discuss that. I got a call from bro. Leave that boom, 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 boom. But he was adamant. So Birdman could call me and say, Wack, leave that alone. Out of respect to me. Future, my brother. It's exact words. Like, he my brother. I love him as a brother, as a friend. Son, I can respect that. So now it's Future telling him, yo, fuck Wack, when you see him, get at him. But what I first got to do is extend my respect to Stunner. And I told him 2-3 times, like, bro, we got a mutual comrade that leave that alone. He kept going on. So then, okay, I'm going to give you what you're looking for. He thought I was out of town because everybody knew I was out of town. He didn't know I was back at the studio. So I said, you in LA? Yeah. I said, well, where you at?
You were trying to get Doe Boy to pull up on you.
No, I was going to
pull up. Or you were going to pull up.
Because he was talking about, oh, homie,
wait, hold on. So let me get this straight. You threatened Future in the airport. Doe Boy says it's not true. Let's take this back. Let's put this. Hold on, Chad, because we got to figure this out. You mean to tell me this man threatens Future in the airport, proceeds to chase Future through the airport, acknowledges to him, this is the third one, acknowledges to him that he's there to collect the debt on behalf of Trick because they have what Wack has admitted, a criminal network. He puts Birdman into it, and he gets Birdman to pay the debt and cover the extortion fee. Big U's never mentioned or involved in anything to do with this situation. Now you're saying that you want to link up with Future's artist defends Future and just simply says it didn't happen. You accost Future's artist on Clubhouse. You send threats at him. You say on Paru this and Paru that. And you say that you have insane Crips who could take other people off the stage. You're showing your gang influence. You give him an address because you have a conspiracy to accost this man. And now you're admitting on No Jumper that you wanted to accost this man. You just committed 10 federal felonies that we can count on 2 hands. 10 of them. Yet he is not in jail. We just counted 10 federal felonies, 10 of them. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 10. Fingers. Count. We heard him. Ears. We saw it. Eyes. How is this nigga not in jail, Chad? How is this nigga not in jail? I just don't understand. I just don't understand because this is crazy.
Like the face-to-face and all this crazy shit. So Rockstar was on his way to my studio that night. I said, well, Rockstar, this your man. You with him in L.A.? Yeah. Well, go get him. Pull up. So Rockstar.
Now you're ordering Rockstar to go do it. Now you're putting a ticket on this man by way of telling Rockstar to go accost him and bring him to you for an accostment, to get put in accostment.
He like, yo, that's from Gail address. We're gonna come get you. Nah, I'm cool. So you did all that for what? Gain off the cloud. I just had beef from here was said, Wack, I ain't gonna lie, because Munchie blind, he lost his eyesight. You know, I ain't gonna lie. That nigga won because I didn't know who the nigga was. I learned who he was and started listening to his music. When y'all got into it, clout.
Wait, when I got into it with
no, when me and this dude, whatever, what's the nigga name?
Doe Boy.
Doe Boy, right?
Right.
Guess they tell me from like Ohio.
So now you're listening to Doe Boy.
No,
he's a talented
rapper.
rapper.
Not me. I've never.
Oh, okay.
I just went to preview one of his songs that night.
Okay.
Because Rockstar asked me to come to the room. I didn't come over there thinking there's gonna be a problem. You know what I'm saying? So I don't know. Maybe you're right. Maybe Rockstar did know some shit. But once again, I don't know. Don't get mad.
Rockstar, he putting you into a federal indictment, Rockstar, just in case you didn't know. You know, you gonna be a witness to a federal indictment, Rockstar, just in case you
for coming in peace and then responding to a war and going to war.
I just wanted to know the origin story of how that ended up sparking off there.
You know?
Isn't it crazy how the situation turns out?
You know what I'm saying? He know me now, I know him, and it's whatever. Like, you know what I'm saying? I've been doing this too long to turn back now. It's gonna go how I go.
Right. Okay. But the future beef is on the back burner.
Stunner asked me to silence myself. So I did. He called me since then.
Stunner asked me to silence myself, and he's called you since then. I know that the feds are just eating this up as the federal indictment unfolds.
Stunner.
Yeah.
Really?
It's my brother. You know what I'm saying? Look, man, I'm not, bro, I got certain people I respect. You know what I mean? And if they come to me, I'm a honor that out of pure respect. You know what I'm saying? That's just what it is. It's not no.
It occurs to me that I don't have that control over you, that I couldn't say, hey, stop beefing with this person.
Well, you Adam 22.
Right.
But you could, though.
I'm not Birdman.
But you could, though.
All right. So you see it.
So with that situation, again, just real quick before we get out of here, I think that it's important that we just pay attention to just one more thing. I'll just play this one more time. Because this is where this whole situation comes from.
16. You can find it on Google where them niggas had beat the shit out of Future and his security. Future ran out to LA Club. Google Future gets rushed in LA Club. They was on him. That's why they was on him.
Talking about Trick from Detroit.
Nah, Trick from Detroit. So, you know, that's broke, right? So all I know is, you know, we always knew who owed somebody some money. So when we leave and we going to Atlanta, you know that story I tell Rich about when Big U saying, Wack, catch this flight with me, I want to show you something. And he took me out there and took me to the Four Seasons. He said, I'm going to turn this out to the 60s. They got a blood neighborhood around the corner. You could turn that out. And I said, nigga, you tripping. I went back to the airport and left. It was that trip. That was the trip. We on that red-eye Delta flight. Same one I used to always catch lunch young Dolph on.
Right.
So the nigga, when we come through, Big U he say, little bro, is that the nigga? I look. I said, that's up for shoulder, bitch. I said, hey, Future, come here. Let me holler at you. You know when you first come through, when you grabbing your shit off the conveyor belt on the other side of security? Nigga, that nigga started trotting through that motherfucker. Lead a bitch. I'm trotting right behind him. We on the Delta side, right? It ain't number one flight leaving that night going to Atlanta, right? All the other red eyes on American side. So the nigga breaks right and runs into the thing that connect to the plane, but it wasn't no plane. The nigga throws the phone. When I pick the phone up, it's another reason why Future ain't gonna see nothing. You know, I make the homie on Clubhouse tell the truth. He know, right? I pick the phone up. He say, bro, I say, what's up? He say, what's the problem? I say, oh, the homie. He said, who? I tell him. He said, what he owe him? I said, this light ain't nothing but a dime, but he owe him. He played him. Nigga been ducking him. He say, Wack, my word, I sent it in the morning. Get me his wire. My word is on me. I got business with that nigga. Let him be. He said, let him be. I said, all right, you got that. I dropped the phone on the ground and walked back out. He sent Trick his money the next day.
Have you seen Future since then?
I seen him twice in one of the red carpet event. Future ain't that type of dude.
Right.
It was just he old. Like back then, we really had a system. Like this when we called when Plies old Slay, and we caught that nigga out here. Nigga, we smashed that nigga off the stage mid-performance.
Damn.
Like, nigga, it was, we had a nice run to where wasn't.
So it wasn't enough that he just put himself in a situation. He had to add witnesses to the situation. Come on now, Wack. Red dots to the left, you know the rest. Say a prayer and be blessed. We